You're welcome to Don Candy TV. You're welcome to our editorial policy. Yes, please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell if you haven't. This video is brought to you by the Two Cup, producers of the natural and pure honey, quality shea butter, and then quality granite based and tasteful, and also hair bonnet, producers of quality silky hair bonus. Yes, over the weekend, the N.P.P, the ruling national New Patriotic Party, went on elections to elect MPs in the constituencies where they have got how do you call it, members of parliament. You know, they've done the orphan constituencies, that where they don't have they don't own the seats, or they don't have their people being the MPs for the area. And you know, over 40 MPs lost the elections out of 100 and something MPs. You know, the major ones, are deputy ministers, the deputy minister for Agric, who also lost his seat. We also have the finance committee chairperson of parliament, that is Honorable Dr. Mike Esibe, who also lost in New York South. We also have the Menchia North MP, Honorable Collins Owusu-Amankwa, also lost. He is also the chairperson a chairperson of a committee in parliament. So we have 9 chairpersons of committees in parliament who lost their seats during the N.P.P's parliamentary primaries. And this clearly tells us that the people the N.P.P call delegates do not understand the word politics, or do not understand what they do that they call politics. Because if you understand politics and you go for an election, you don't push out especially people who defend your government in parliament. Parliament is an arm of government, yes, and every president or every government that wants to be successful needs a majority in parliament. Not just a majority, a vociferous, a hard-working, and a parliament that puts a president in check. But you know, our political system shows clearly that our parliament doesn't properly put our president in check, but rather supports whatever bill the president or the executive sends to parliament. And this is what we are practicing in our country. But clearly what the N.P.P has done tells us that there is monocracy. You know, we will call it rumors, but really in any rumor or behind any rumor there's an iota of truth. We clearly monocracy from the boys from the Flagstaff House. The boys from the Flagstaff House came with money. For example, let's go to Bantama constituency, where the Deputy Chief of Staff, Francis Asenso Boache, won ahead of, actually he gave miles to Honorable Ochem Abuaje, who came to unseat Honorable Kwabena Kokofu 4 years ago. And you know, clearly, you could see that, or there were rumors that Francis Asenso Boache was giving out 5,000 Ghana cedis. He brought national security personnel and even other security personnel from Accra to come and intimidate delegates, you know. And as Asenso Boache, yes, you've worked before, you've been doing your own work or other jobs before you got the opportunity to become the Deputy Chief of Staff. This is the same man that there were rumors back then. I remember Haji Fati even made such rumors that he takes 25,000 Ghana cedis if you want to see the president. If any businessman want to have access to the president, this man takes 25,000 cedis before he books an appointment with you and the president. Actually, he came out to deny the allegations. A+ also made some allegations some time ago. And clearly, I don't know, but if Asenso Boache was that rich, how come he couldn't pay huge sums of money when he contested Honorable Kokofu ahead of the 2012 elections in 2011? So, let's sit down and analyze this. Then Michael Ochebrefi in New York South, Free Zones Board Chief Executive. Wow. You know, he came in strongly to unseat the Finance Committee Chairperson of Parliament, and I learned he gave out, or it's been rumored that he gave out $1,000, while the incumbent MP also gave out 4,000 cedis. So clearly, look at how much some people have rigged in. And delegates do not understand politics. They are just there for their stomachs. They are just there for their personal interest. That is why I said some time ago that do not waste your precious time your precious energy to go and campaign for any politician. Now, these people have made huge investments. If somebody paid 5,000 cedis and got over 200 votes, almost 300 votes, look at how much they pushed out. How much money? You understand? 450,000 Ghana cedis. Almost 300 or 400,000 US dollars. Apart from the daily campaign they went on, the fuel and other expenditure, some of them even camped certain delegates in plush hotels, 2-star, 3-star, 4, 5-star hotels, so that other delegates wouldn't have access to them. This is the kind of democracy, the monocracy we are practicing in our country. So how do you expect these people to think about you, to think about your future if you're a Ghanaian youth? Somebody who has spent almost 500,000 US dollars to win a parliamentary seat, primaries, to win a parliamentary primaries, not even the main election that will send him or her to parliament, has spent at least about 500,000 or between 300 and 500,000 US dollars. And this person is expected to push in more, especially when we are going for the general elections. Posters, t-shirts, running campaign will have almost 6 months to elections, and this person is going to run campaign from morning till evening, going on a campaign tour with about 3 or 4 or 5 vehicles. And when even they are having a big rally in his or her constituency, they are going to make sure that they are going to finance even those who are coming in from Accra, and also a lot of people who become, they have to bus people. So you can clearly see that before somebody can become a parliamentary candidate or win a parliamentary seat in Ghana, it is obvious that that person will spend close to 750,000 to 1 million US dollars. And how much will the person be paid within the period of 4 years? Somebody spending almost $1 million US dollars to win a parliamentary seat. Somebody who takes 7,500 cedis. How much will that person get? Will be able to make? So clearly, we are running a system that is very, very dangerous if we want to uproot corruption. Now, our members of parliament, those who wanted to retain their seats, went back to their constituencies and they had to pay bribes. As newcomers are paying bribes, the incumbents are paying bribes. So who is checking who? Our lawmakers pay bribes before they become our lawmakers. So what kind of laws are they going to make for us? And sometimes people are just jubilating in the media and we are just discussing it raw. Or about 40 MPs have lost chairperson of this committee, and that is not where I'm looking at. So somebody who is spending $1 million US dollars and his 4 years in parliament will not even give him half of what he has spent on elections. And this is the time, if not for the intervention of free SHS, this is the time people would have gone to those who have won now, that my kids' school fees, my days, because we know DHS students will soon write and will be going to high school. But fortunately for free SHS now, that side is free. But still, some people still need money. Some people, when they get their free SHS, they don't have money to even buy chocolates and other things. Others who are going to tertiary, which is not free. So they will still go to these MPs and those who have just won elections. So, no matter how wise you are, no matter how you think about the country Ghana, if you don't have money, you can never become a politician or a lawmaker in our country. So it's only the rich who get the opportunity to be there, and they don't think about the poor. That is where the point is. And one thing about the N.P.P is that now the 2 deputy chief of staffs, Asensu Boakye and Samuel Abu-Jinapor, are now parliamentary candidates. Abu-Jinapor's constituency is somewhere far away from Gonja. So Asensu Boakye is contesting in Bantima, and for the next 6 months, these 2 young men have to be regular, have to be campaigning in their constituencies regularly. They are the deputy chief of staffs at the Flagstaff House. So you brought in a president. He asked you to come and assist him to work, and you have just left him to go and chase parliamentary dreams. So Ronaldo will wake up one day, and if the chief of staff is a little busy on a day, the 2 deputies will be on campaign tour. the 2 deputy chief of staff will be on campaign tour. This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe and press the notification bell for us. At the 2 Cup and Hills Bonnet are our sponsors, and also Odofupa Radio, zeno.fm/odofupa-radio. Zeno is ZENO.fm/odofupa is ODOFOPA-radio radio, based in Vietnam, and also Executor Radio, also based in the UK, zeno.fm/executor-radio. That is Zeno, ZENO.fm/executor-ASUKETEWA-READIO radio. Yes, please subscribe. Or just if you want to listen to quality music, tune into these 2 channels, and you'll never regret tuning into them. So this is what is happening in the N.P.P. Moneycracy. Yes, the N.P.P is destroying the Ghanaian political environment. They started this way back in the President Kufuor era. People campaign delegates, people paying huge sums of money to delegates, and winning parliamentary primaries. N.P.P are destroying. That is why they lost the 2008 election, because when about 17 people within the party were contesting for president. How come you all have money now? After 8 years, you all have money to contest for presidency. That means you have milked the states, the state funds. That is the mentality the Ghanaian populace got. So now, Stephen Amwa, you are the CEO for Maslow. When you came into office, you just told us that it means money, no cash. Your predecessors embezzled funds and a whole lot. Yes, said Namtamakulu is facing charges in court. But when you took office, now you have been able to unseat a certain parliamentarian, Stephen Amwa. You contested with Kennedy Kankam 4 years ago. You lost. Now you have money, Maslow money, or which kind of money? Where from the money you used to unseat Kennedy Kankam, because you paid cash. Yes, you pay cash. Cash flowed. The boys from the Flagstaff House. Yes, you can say Maslow is not, office is not the Flagstaff House, it's part of the executive. He was appointed by the president. He's a chief executive. So I can say the boys from the Flagstaff House have unseated certain parliamentary candidates or certain parliamentarians with cash. The boys from the Flagstaff House have been able to unseat certain parliamentarians who have spent 12 years in parliament. They've been able to unseat them with cash, money. And where did they get the money from? They took Hub, producers of quality and tasteful groundnut paste, producers of natural and quality honey, and producers of quality and natural shea butter, and also Hills Hair Bonnet, producers of quality and quality silk hair bonnet. Executor Radio, zeno.fm/executor-radio, based in London, and Odofupa Radio, zeno.fm/odofupa-radio. So the biggest question is, where did this young man get the money from to unseat certain MPs? You know, Ochimaba is also a rich guy. So if somebody from somewhere, from the Flagstaff House, has been able to unseat him, where did Asenso Boache got his money from? Where did Asenso Boache got his money from? Where did Stephen Amwa got his money from? Michael Ochirefi and the likes, where did they get their money from? Please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. Here we don't speak in favor of any political party. We want the better of our country. So as I have said some time ago, do not waste your precious time. Do not waste your precious time to campaign for these members of parliament or these politicians. No politician in our country, Ghana, has ever thought of us even for just a day. They don't think about us, they think about their personal interests. And sometimes as a result of how much they spend before they become parliamentarians. Yes. How much they spend before they become parliamentarians. That is why they also don't care about, because they have enough debt on their neck to clear. So delegates in N.P.P are devils. They are one of our biggest problems in the country. They take money, huge sums of money, before they vote for somebody. I remember in Sunyani way back in 2016 when this man, Ambassador Kumi, came. The cash he splashed and he lost by just one vote. He lost by just one vote. And some days before the election, the incumbent also started paying school fees. So we will always be underdeveloped. Yes, those who are supposed to think about development, we make them incur lots of debt before they get positions, before they get to parliament. So when they get to parliament, nobody will come and give you money whilst he or she is owing. And they promise contractors, they take this money from contractors. So they lobby for jobs, but that's why these contractors do shoddy work and they go scot-free, because the monies they get, they use that to finance political campaigns. Contractors are going to, do their political t-shirts and whatever for them. So don't expect a better country. Blame delegates, especially N.P.P delegates. They have money. We are practicing moneycracy in our country. We are practicing moneycracy in our country. Executiva Radio, Zeno.fm / radio or Zeno.fm / radio. Hills, Hairbonet, and Adetuka are our sponsors for this video. So please think about this. No politician thinks about you. They think about their personal interests before. And I've always said, if they've even sat one day to think about us, our country would have changed. Because we have a lot. We have everything. We are more than blessed. Ghana is richer than the United States of America. Thanks for watching. This has always been your regular host, and I say, Sin Chow. Goodbye.